All right, folks. So here's what we got. Here's what we got here. Thomas Markle, who is the father of the Duchess of Thoughts, the trashy inbred half breed Meghan Markle, is speaking out on not being invited to the royal christening. And quote, he says, "I have been asked if I would have liked to have gone to Britain to see my new grandson being christened," he told the Daily Mail. Keep in mind, they were the ones who reached out to him. He says, quote, "I was an altar boy at age 12, a confirmed member of the Queen's Church at age 14, and Archie is my new grandson," unquote. And then he continues on saying, quote, "So of course I would have enjoyed being there for the blessing, wishing Archie and his parents health and happiness." This is what he has said to the Daily Mail. Okay, so let's talk about what this means, okay? First of all, the father wasn't there. And keep in mind, Thomas Markle is the reason why Meghan Markle is where she is today. Let's just make no question about that. This is just the facts, okay? If it wasn't for Thomas, who was a movie producer, he had a little bit of money, took in this, he knocked up this black woman, Doria, and he managed to have this half-breed Duchess of Thoughts, Meghan Markle. Took her in, bathed her, fed her, gave her all of the great opportunities that she would have not have gotten if he was not her father. I mean, she would be, I don't know what she'd be doing. She would not be anywhere near Hollywood. I don't know. She likes the attention, so I don't know. Maybe she'd be working as a stripper or something, or a prostitute, or dancing on some pole somewhere. That she'd get plenty of attention there. But the thing is that this is the guy who is responsible for her success. He introduced her to the Hollywood industry. He introduced her to the celebrity industry. And this is what this woman is doing to her father. So I don't mind him speaking. I say, go ahead and speak, son, boy. Man, speak. Go on. You say what you got to say. This woman is a heartbreaking harlot, son of a daughter of a you know what. But Diana's sisters were there. Princess Diana's sisters. What's their name? Jane and Sarah. They look like they look so old now, man. You see the picture with them behind the Duchess of Thoughts and the Duke of Cuck sitting down. They look so old now. I mean, can you imagine what Diana would look like now? I'm just saying. They were there. Now, I don't understand this. Because when Diana was alive, her family didn't want anything to do with her. Her brother didn't want anything to do with her. He said, "No, you're not going to live here," where she was born, Althorp House. Well, she was born on the Sandringham estate, but her family home is Althorp House in the English countryside. And the brother, who is the Earl, he's the Earl of the family. He's the head of the family. He's the head honcho. He said, "No, you ain't coming up in here. I don't care. You ain't going to come up here, bring all this paparazzi up in this house." The same with the sisters. The mother, all of Diana's family, they brushed her aside. And then when she was dead, they were crying and tripping all over themselves. Oh, she was the most haunted person. So I don't know how the hell they get to be included in all of this. But Meghan's father is snubbed continuously. Continuously. You know what I mean? I mean, you have Prince Charles walking you down the aisle. You almost had your mama walking you down the aisle, which would have been really ridiculous. And this is the thing. I mean, okay, she's mad that the father took paparazzi photos. But is that such a bad thing? I mean, is that such okay, yeah, it's a little embarrassing. He's a little, overweight and this and that. But is that such a crime? I mean, my God, is that such a crime to take pictures and have them sent to the news? Okay, you didn't like it. Just say you don't like it. Is he going to be punished for the rest of his life because of this? That's narcissistic type of behavior. That's why people are saying Meghan Markle is a narcissist. Because the tiniest infraction, she's going to cut you out. And many of her friends say the same thing. People who are acquainted with her say the same thing. She will cut you out if you annoy her in the tiniest of ways, or if she has no use for you. I mean, look at what she did to her ex-husband. I mean, I don't know what he could have possibly done to have her leave. I mean, okay, if you want to leave, you can leave. But to leave in such a nasty, vindictive way by mailing the wedding ring back to him, not even saying to him to his face, I want a divorce, and taking his cake mixer. I mean, what kind of thing is that? What kind of narcissistic, thoughty behavior is that? And then you're doing this to your father, and you get mad when he speaks. Of course he's going to speak. He's in pain. I mean, the guy, I don't know, why are you enjoying seeing your father in so much hurt and pain? I mean, are you enjoying this? Is this like a fetish for you? I mean, some people are saying that this is maybe a fetish. You enjoy seeing men humiliated, men hurting. There's a lot of girls out there. Oh, believe me. Why don't you look up BDSM and all this stuff? They enjoy seeing men in pain. They love it. So to see the father hurting, he cannot see his own child. And let me tell you something. Meghan Markle's father is actually related to royalty. Meghan Markle's father is distantly related to Edward III. So he has license to be there. That's his castle. That's his Buckingham Palace. In fact, he's probably even more royal than the royals. Because Edward III was a real Englishman. Not like these Germans that we have now. Meghan Markle's father, Thomas, he should be sitting on the throne. He should be king. I mean, he has the weight to be a king. That's his castle right there. That's his palace right there. That's his crowns right there. He should be there right now. Not Diana's sisters, who abandoned Harry's mother when she needed help the most. What kind of thing is this? I mean, is someone not talking to this girl? Telling her, look, this is not right. I mean, you got a few catty Markle ladies out there who, no matter what Meghan does, I mean, Meghan could literally rape a child and they would still like her. That's how these women are. But most people are looking at this and saying, this ain't right. How could you do this? I mean, why are you doing this to your father? And this is why I'm very skeptical of feminism. Many people will say, oh, don't worry, feminism is equality. But when I see feminists, you know what I'm seeing? I'm seeing women who enjoy hurting men. And I don't know what is wrong with these people. I don't know what is. Were they raped? Did their boyfriend leave them? What is it? But I'm looking at Meghan and I'm seeing the way she's treating this man. And I'm thinking to myself, if it wasn't for you, Meghan, if it wasn't for your father, you would not have been a movie star. You would have not been on Suits. You would have not been anywhere. You'd have been sitting up in Los Angeles or something, downtown Los Angeles somewhere. I don't know what you'd be doing. I mean, give me a break. You need to treat your father with some respect. And I'm not saying any of his daughters are perfect, his thing, but, I'm sure they're just upset to see how their father is being treated. Somebody needs to talk to the Queen needs to talk to this girl. The Queen needs to say, hey, listen here now. I don't condone this. And if the Queen doesn't talk to her, then Thomas should take some, I don't know what he should do. He should go to the courts or something because he is more royal than all of them. He is distantly related to Edward III. And he was the real English king, a real Englishman. I think he was real royalty. Something happened to the royal family around the time of the 1700s when the Hanovers came to England. Once the Hanover dynasty started, there was no British family. There were just a bunch of usurpers from Germany. England has never had a real British English family since the time of Queen Anne, Queen Elizabeth, William and Mary. They're real. They're hardcore English. That's no Germans, none of that stuff. And Thomas is related to all of that. So he should be there above all of those individuals. What's wrong with these people, man? This is the Arana Nation.